Today I'm gonna drink some Mike's Hard Lemonade. I got mango, I got cranberry, and I got strawberry pineapple. They might all get warm. I'm
By
not
the way,
100%,
you're super zoomed
but I'm
in
gonna drink them.
on my thing. I don't know if you can hear me, Jimmy.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
I
I've got like
I
a
don't
real tight close up of your face. Ah,
know.
what's going
All
on,
right.
man?
What's going on? Okay, let me. Where the heck did your webcam go?
I don't know. I didn't do
There it
anything.
is. I got you. I found you. You're right. You're good. You're gold. Right as rain. Don't mind the waterfall on your head today.
Okay. So while we're doing this, I'm gonna be
Am I still close to your thing? Like I can see
no,
backs up.
you're like right now in the bottom left corner or whatever it is, like way over here.
Okay, so
So
should I
I'm
get
gonna
closer? Should I go
um
left? Should I go right?
yeah, you seem
What
fine right
helps
there.
you?
You're fine right there. You're perfect.
This helps you?
Yeah,
All right,
although
let's go.
okay.
As I kick a drink down. Down! Drinks
So,
are down!
unfortunately, I failed to admit this, or I have to admit this, and I failed again. We don't have a whole plan, but hang on. I actually something came up yesterday, and I know you're a pet person, Jimmy, and you know I'm not really. However, my girlfriend's dog. I love him, I hate him, kind of thing, right?
Sure.
And this is what I wanted to talk about on today's podcast because this is an event that happened local to me. And so I'm kind of curious how you feel about it and whatever. But so we found out through local news or whatever that there are people or someone, we're not sure which, that's going around and poisoning dogs by throwing, hot dogs filled with like aspirin or whatever, just throwing them over fences. Sliding little bowls of antifreeze under gates and stuff like that, like legit going out of their way to kill dogs. And as of about 2:00 this afternoon, since the beginning of this year, something like 10 or 12 dogs have been killed by whoever's doing this, and it's
Okay.
happening in our neighborhood, like right in our neighborhood.
So let me put this out there. You're right. You're right on the money when you say I'm a pet person. Like I like pets. I love my dogs. But I'm a dog person. I'm not a cat person.
Mhm.
I had a cat in my car that decided to spray my seats and claim its territory. Well, it found my foot on its way out the window. Like I kicked the shit out of that cat. Fuck that cat. But I'm not about to go kill that cat. You know what I mean? Like it's a difference. Stay the fuck away from my shit. And I'm gonna outright kill your animal because I can. That's like sociopathic, psychopath type stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have sociopathic tendencies, but again, I'm not about to go out there and kill someone. Like, release the purge, then we'll talk. Make sure I'm not going to get in trouble. Then we'll discuss some stuff. What do you need? You know what I mean?
Jeez.
But I'm not going to go to jail and jeopardize my family because I don't like your animal, or because I don't like animals. Period.
Or you're just a sick,
Yeah. No, and I'll be honest. When Michael Vick, the quarterback of, I think it was the Eagles.
Yeah. I don't know
when
who he
he
played
got
for.
busted for dogfighting.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, if I was in that jail, I'd have fucking murdered him in jail.
There's a lot of people that felt that way, though. Sorry. There was a lot of people that just did everything get messed up.
But no, like when
Okay,
it comes to dogfighting specifically,
Yeah.
like I want to hurt people. You know what I mean? Like,
And I just
that's
don't.
just stupid.
I just don't understand. What would make
This
a person
is the ghost
do this?
of Eddie Extreme.
Ooh, I'm here. But no, sorry, dude.
No, you're good, you're good.
What bothers me about this whole thing, like I said, I haven't been a pet person in a really long time, and it's partially due to what happened with my mom's passing. But I don't wish ill on any animal or any person, not even my
Right.
worst enemy. Like I don't wish this kind of like treatment on them.
Right.
And it freaked me out when I saw it. And so it got to literally within less than an hour, I went from being, I don't give a shit, everything will be fine, hearing this news, and then like suddenly trying to protect the dog because he will 100%. You throw a hot dog with aspirin in it, he don't give a shit. It's a hot dog. He gonna eat it.
Yeah.
You throw anything out there, he gonna eat it. He ain't gonna think twice.
Yeah. Well, that's 98% of all dogs.
You know, and it's just
there's that very, very few that are just like, nah, I don't need that. But no, there's a lot of dogs. There's a lot of people that are twisted.
Very twisted. Very warped.
They do this kind of shit just for the sake of wanting to. And to me, that's awful.
Now, like in a city like San Diego, this isn't something, one, that you would even hear about or would be commonplace. Because by the time it hit the news, they've already probably caught the guy or something like that. But here in Billings, this shit's been going on for over a month now, and they have nothing. They have no leads. They have nothing because whoever this is smart enough not to get caught on camera. But
I say they're smart enough, but they're not smart.
They've been smart.
Everybody makes a mistake. Somehow,
everyone makes a mistake eventually.
This person is going to end up failing, and then they're going to get their ass beat, and then the law enforcement won't have a chance to do anything because your neighborhood person who just lost their dog to some asshole is going to kill him.
Probably
file self-defense.
Yeah, it's. I honestly hope whoever this is or whoever this group of people are, whatever the case may be, I hope they get caught. I hope they get proper justice. And for the families who've lost their pets, it's like,
the sad thing is I believe an eye for an eye. So if I saw this person, I'd try to feed him a hot dog full of like antifreeze. I know you would. I'm a kid. I am 10 years old, 8 years old. I don't know. And my neighbor breaks my G.I. Joes. I went in the backyard and got a Baskin-Robbins bowl, found the freshest pile of dog shit, went out in the front yard with a Baskin-Robbins spoon. And that kid said, "Can I have a bite?" I said, "No, you break my G.I. Joes." He goes, "I'm so sorry. Please, can I have a bite?" I said, "Sure. Here you go. Eat it." Justice was served that day, and it tastes like shit.
What's sad is I know this story's true.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like
this
the kid
is
didn't
why
get
I
sick,
make the comment. This is why I make the comment, don't piss Jimmy off. Just don't. So,
I mean,
God.
The struggle is real, bro. Like, it takes a lot to not beat the shit out of people.
I agree. Oh, dude. So, staying
like,
with...
hold on. I see pets and people with their pets all the time on a regular basis when I go to pick the kids up from school. I see people in cars that are very anti-animal. Like, you can see it like, so dirty and full of fleas. And a little part of me inside is like, I kind of want to rub my junk on your face. You know what I mean? And then you hit these people in these situations where you're just like, keep your mouth shut or you're going to get in a fight. And then you have times like today where life is just, right?
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I was walking today and I thought to myself, right now I feel like the way I'm walking, I want to fight someone.
You always
want somebody to come up to me, but I don't. I do not always want to fight someone. But today,
lately, you have.
I did.
Yeah.
Today, I really wanted to get in a fight with someone. Like a little part of me was like, "Please, somebody, let's get down."
So
like
the audience,
I could use a punch in the face, so I could punch you in the face.
Oh God, James. So the audience doesn't know what happened. If you feel like sharing, that's up to you. But yeah,
with life stuff.
Yeah, you've been having a really crap day.
Well, it's been more
bad.
Full week, not just day, but full week. My parents were out at the casino and they were gambling. They like to gamble a lot. Mm-hmm. More to them. I love my parents to death. Like, I'll do anything for my parents. I work at a casino where somebody was naysaying my mom, and I looked this dude straight in his face, and he's a tribal member. I looked him straight in his face and said, "You need to shut the fuck up or I will kick you right in the face." And he was like, "Wah, wah, wah, wah." And I swear to God, my face went from happy-go-lucky, I'm having fun doing this bullshit banter, you talk shit about my mom.
Yeah.
Now, I swear to God, if you don't stop, I'm going to kill you. Surveillance called my manager and said, "Get him out right now." And there was a guard at the door within 30 seconds of that phone call. Hey, James, come downstairs, please. We need to talk to you. So I went downstairs, and they were like, you need to take a break. It's like, I don't need a break. They're like, no, have a cigarette and take a break. I'm like, but I don't smoke. I quit smoking like a week ago. He goes, no, you're going to have a fucking cigarette, and you're going to take a break. And you're not going back in that count room per surveillance's request.
See,
I'm like, all right.
That's the thing. You know they like you because they're like, no, James, no.
Yeah.
So
this
that's
is one
good to know. You
dude
got
who's
people
willing
watching
to
out for
stand
you.
his ground. This is one
Oh, yeah.
dude who we don't want to cut off. This is one dude we want to have here because he actually does his job.
Yeah.
Get him the fuck out of that room so he doesn't get fired, please. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that conversation. Like, oh,
So-
you see, James, we're about to go nuclear over here.
Yeah. So that's just so everybody who's watching has the backstory and a little history. That's how I feel about my family. You can talk trash. You can say whatever you want to myself about me. You can say whatever you want about my family, about them, if they're there. If they're not there to protect themselves or defend themselves, don't say anything.
Yeah.
And if it's my mom, whether she's there or not, keep your mouth shut. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
Period. Anyway, so they're out gambling. My mom says I need to use the bathroom. So she calls me. She says, Jimmy, I'm on my way to your house. Can I use your bathroom? I said, of course. Anything. Like anytime. So okay, we'll be there in like 5 minutes. Well, she came in, she used the bathroom, and then all of a sudden she comes out of the bathroom. And when she got here, everything seemed fine. When she came out of the bathroom, her whole body was like pale, clammy, cold, wet from like fever sweat. Like I grabbed her underneath her elbow and helped her up the stair because she was too weak to go up one like half stair. She asked for water. I sat her down on the couch. I tried to give her a cup of water and she was like shake, 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 shake. Couldn't get the cup to her mouth. So I'm like legitimately concerned, thinking, is my mom going to die right now? Like, fuck. Like this is selfish, but I don't want her to die on my couch in front of my kids.
No, I
Like,
understand that.
not here, not now.
Yeah, no, I
Like
understand. Dude.
I feel bad about saying this, but you can't be here if you're going to die. Like, I mean that's kind of what was going on in my brain. Now none of that came out of my mouth. That's 100% how I was feeling. And yes, it's selfish. No, I don't want my mom to die. But it was I definitely don't want it to happen in front of the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so she started to get her bearings and she started to feel better. So she said, I can go home. And my dad, I told my dad, okay, mom said she's good to go. Bye, get out. And then I called her later, just checking up on you. I want to make sure you're still okay. The next day at work, I'm having like a panic attack, kind of anxiety about it. And I'm like freaking out. So as soon as it hit 10 o'clock, I called them. Said, okay, it's late enough. You guys should be awake. How's mom? She's doing better. She's just still kind of blah, but she's not good enough to go to the doctor. I'm like, fuck. All right, well, should we call 911? Like, what's the deal? My dad's like, no, it's not like that. So, all right, fine. Another day goes by, which would be today. She now feels better. She feels good enough to go to the doctor, but she's still not like 100%. So it's still throwing me off. And then my check engine light on my car came on. So it came on 2 days ago. So I scheduled an appointment, took it in today in the morning. They called me around noon when my mom was at the doctor, and they said, your car is basically at the end of its leg, like period. You're misfiring on every single cylinder when the engine's cold, and there could be fluid going into your manifold. In order to do a diagnostic, it's going to cost you an extra $500. Do you want to do it? I'm like, well, if that is exactly what it is, and it comes time to repair it, what's it going to cost? It could go into the thousands. Okay, and if it's not that, then you're looking at maybe another couple $100. So now my brain is like, well, I just paid $170 for this diagnostics of the code check, and if I pay $500 for the diagnostics of the engine block, just to get a result, that's not even to do anything. That's just to get a result.
That's
and then,
insane, dude.
Yeah. If the work needs to be done, that's another $1,000 at least. And if the work doesn't need to be done, then I'm looking at $700 instead of over $1,000. I'm like, my car's not worth $1,000. Why am I going to do that? Like, my car is 15 years old. I'm the original buyer, the original owner. Yes, it has sentimental value. It's gotten me through a lot. We have been through a lot, roadhead included. um,
Jimmy.
I'm just kidding. That wasn't a thing. I just said it for shock value. Anyway, no, but we've been through a lot. It's a good car. It's treated me really, really well. But it was time for it to go. You know what I mean? It was solid time to go. Like, I've been working on this thought process for 2 years, and now it's, we'll say 2:00 maybe, and they call me and say, okay, your car's ready to be picked up. My mom's done at the doctor at 3. So my dad comes over. Me and my dad go to the car dealership and all that stuff. Meanwhile, we're talking about my mom, making sure she's okay. And now here it is, 5:00 or 5:30 almost, and it was 5:00. You text me. The time's like gone. And all I've done at this point is talk about my car and the fact that it's dead. My mom and the fact that she's doing hospital stuff. And then now the fact that my timing and structure based around this podcast is shot to hell. So needless to say, the whole week, the last 3 days have been like, you know.
So, do you know anything with like what's going on with your mom? Like, is there any?
All I know is that my mom has abdominal pains, but she's getting work checked out. Like, they drew blood, they checked her stool, they're doing all this stuff today. So she should get lab results and stuff like that back either tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
But she thinks it's food poisoning. I think it could possibly be food poisoning or even COVID, specifically because they go to the casino. But if it's COVID, I'm hoping that my dad, being atypical, which means he shows no symptoms, no signs, I'm hoping that he doesn't bring it to my house, considering I've just been with him all day.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean?
Well,
so,
I'll pray for you, but, good luck.
Yeah, right? Thank you.
But
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Here's the other thing, and this is from me. Your mom's complaining about abdominal pain and stuff. Dude, I hate to say this, and I hope this isn't it. I'm just throwing this out there because my dad, before all that happened with him, he'd been complaining about abdominal pain. Now, there was more to it, but as we would find out, my dad had diverticulitis.
Yeah.
I hope that's not the case. Honestly, I genuinely hope it's freaking COVID, because at least I know your mom's
that, but
I mean,
she's had symptoms like when she felt constipated. She's had these kinds of symptoms before. It's just like her body won't release that toxin. And studies have shown when people get constipated to an extreme extent, fecal matter will actually go into your brain. Like, it will like seep through and actually enter your brain.
Yeah.
Which makes people get really like they're having a stroke, because there's literal crap in your brain.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that that's really all that it is, because when she was here, she had a bowel movement, and she seemed to have gotten better.
Well, that's good.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So if she can figure that part out, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean, if after a bowel movement she felt better, it's definitely not the diverticulitis, from my understanding. It's just constant. So, well, that puts my mind at ease, dude, because I like your mom. Your mom's one of the few people who, dude, if I heard someone talking crap about your mom, I'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Do you want to die?
You know who her son is? No, that's kind of where my brain goes. Is that you'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Do you know who her son is? Like, are you retarded?
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it's just one of those things with your mom. Like, I don't know, your mom reminded me of my mom. Like, just real nice, real caring,
Yeah.
There's not a bad thing you could say. Like, I remember working the security at the used car tent cell down there at Qualcomm in San Diego, and you and I worked it like once, I think. And I remember your mom, she used to be a driver.
You're talking about when we did security, right?
Yeah, when we did security for Frank.
Yeah. Yep.
But your mom would drive in, and she'd always say hi every single time. She'd slow down long enough just to say hi, and then keep on going.
Yep.
It was always nice to see your mom, because just something about her just put me in a good mood. I could be in like, oh, I want to kill this asshole, and then I'm just like, hi.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But
well, dude, being somebody who comes from the stint of always feeling like this sense of bipolar anger / depression, my parents and family have really pulled me through a lot of it. Like, there's just no joke on that one. And I think that's why I get so heavily into video games too, is because
it's an outlet.
Like, I have all this, I have all this built up and pent up energy going on inside my head, and then I just kind of shift and I can focus it into video games. Like Destiny with you, I can actually pay attention and just have fun killing things and not have to worry so much about reality, you know?
So you just...
Like, people come to me and they go, hey, have you seen this on the news? I'm like, no, because I hate what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
If I could live in a bubble, I would.
You mentioned Destiny, and yesterday, just as the weekly reset was happening, or just before that, I don't remember when exactly it happened, but there was a massive, and I mean massive, info dump on what's coming with the Witch Queen in now less than 2 weeks. Yeah, you've got less than 2 weeks to get on there and finish all that up, dude. All the seasonal stuff. So next day off, you got to let me know.
I said, can I be completely honest with you, though? When it comes to all that stuff, I'm not really too concerned about it.
Well, the story stuff, don't worry about it. But getting, like, the
It's just novelty gear. You know what I mean?
Well, no, the exotic trace rifle you get from the quest, that's actually useful. Like, you've seen me using it. It's that the stasis one that freezes everything. So that we got to go get you, like, before the 22nd.
But I don't feel like we need to.
Dude, do you know how long that quest takes to do?
I feel...
hang on. Do you know how long
probably
that
a
quest
couple
takes?
minutes.
It will take you, in total, maybe 30 minutes to get the whole thing.
Well, I get that. I get it.
Plus, you technically paid for it, dude.
Well, yeah, but my jam isn't necessarily getting in there and getting all these little knickknacks to the game. Like, my jam, like, why I paid that money had nothing to do with everything I can get out of the game. It was being able to play with you. Like, I pay $150 to have solid enjoyment and entertainment with my friend. It has nothing to do with the game. I don't really care about the game. I don't play Warzone because I like the game. I play Warzone because my friends like the game. But my friends play Rocket League because I like that game.
Fair. And when it comes to and I totally get where you're coming from with that. My stance is, one, if you don't go and get this now for free, you're going to have to pay, well, not pay for it, but in-game currency, you're going to have to use materials and stuff to get it, and that's a pain in the ass.
I understand that, but that's also if I demand, like, if I actually, like, I want it. I want it.
Yeah, like, that's the
I
only
may not
thing
ever hit that stage if I want it.
This is true. But that's also the only item out of all the stuff you have going on that's going to be technically moving and be a little more difficult to get a hold of. Yeah. But everything else that you have active on your quest tabs and stuff, that's all still going to be there past the 22nd. So, but the Aegir Scepter is the only thing that I wanted to rush to get you done. But there was so much info put out about the Witch Queen, and it even I'm still having a hard time fully digesting everything that was put out. I mean, they showed off the weapon crafting system that's coming, and the fact that there's going to be enhanced perks that will increase the damage or functionality of a weapon even more so than they already do. And I know the perk system is completely, like, for you, because it's still something that you're like, okay, I don't know what's good, what's bad, no, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. I still don't understand it.
See, the whole thing
with somebody who does, so it's fine.
Yeah. Like, I'll tell you,
how
like,
I look at it.
I'll be like, James, don't.
Like, I don't ever solo queue in that game.
But
like,
here's
I don't ever go in it by myself.
So here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you this right now. As far as getting you leveled up, at this point, it's a mute topic for one reason. Come the 22nd.
A moot? Is it a moot or a mute?
Shut up. Anyways, it's a pointless endeavor, simply because when the Witch Queen launches, all of your gear, your guns, your armor, all of it is getting bumped up to 1350. You will be 1350 light on the 22nd. That's it. Like, that's the minimum you're going to be. And since you're going to be starting at that point, you'll be able to progress with me if you play at least once or twice a week, because you only have the one character. I doubt I'll ever see you with more than one character.
Yeah, so, I doubt it too.
So it'll make it easier, because then we can do all the activities in the game with some exceptions, but you won't be gated out because of your power level. So
right.
That helps. The question I have, because this was something that I did learn this week, the Legend difficulty campaign, which is essentially like Halo's legendary difficulty. It's they up the difficulty of the missions that you're going to be doing. Mm-hmm. That is supposed to have double drops, and it's going to help you level up. You'll gain materials to upgrade your gear, enhance, upgrade your armor, all that fun stuff. And I want to do that. And I plan to stream the entire day of release. I know you're going to be probably working, but I will be streaming the entire day of release.
For Witch Queen?
Yeah. So whenever you're able to get on, though, I still will have my other two characters. Do you want to go through the basic campaign, or do you want the added challenge and, test your ability and get more rewards? You don't want the more rewards?
I mean, I don't really care. I really don't care.
Right.
Like I said, it's more about getting the main character leveled up, learning how the controls work, learning basically how everything goes. But my desire for the game
is to have fun.
Like I said, it's to play with my friend and shoot things. if I'm playing the game and I'm not shooting things and I'm just legit just stomping through them,
I know
that's not fun and I won't play.
Yeah.
But
I already know that
if I'm actually killing things, then I don't really care what we're doing. I'm having fun.
Okay. Well, I know you're not going to be on launch day, and I will be on. I will be playing through the entire campaign on one of my characters. I'm not sure which one yet. I was thinking of holding off and playing on my Warlock with you whenever you're able to get on after the 22nd, and then do that with you. And I was going to go through the Legend difficulty on my characters, because I want the challenge.
And this is February 22nd it gets released? Yeah?
It's literally a week from this Tuesday.
I mean, I will probably be on Wednesday, and if Roy's at work, I have legit all day Wednesday until I get the kids from school, and then shortly after I get the kids from school.
Well, I now start my streams at 8 a.m. your time, so there you go.
But I'm off on Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like, if I'm off on Wednesday, I take the kids to school at say whatever 8:20. I'm home by my time 9.
It also the other thing that's going to help is I'll know
11.
How long it's going to take us to get through that campaign. So by me doing it solo, it's like, it's going to take longer because I'm doing it by myself. But by the time you get on, I'll already be a higher light. So that'll help like getting us through it faster a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm still not going to be like I am right now, where I'm just mowing through everything. So, but you got the deluxe edition, right?
I believe I did.
So you have the whole year of season pass content already.
I believe I. You mean given to me?
Well, you bought it with the content. It's part of the thing. If you got the deluxe edition, you have the season pass.
I believe I did. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay. Well, if you did, good, because with the season pass, the weapon that comes with the season,
my vape pen.
You just go find it.
I've been looking around at the desk here because it's in here at this desk somewhere.
So me sitting here puffing away, you're like, "Fuck!" Now I want to use it.
Where the fuck is my pen?
But okay, so what I was saying was the first seasonal weapon that we know of that comes with the season pass is a machine gun that fires rockets. That's the weapon that comes with the season pass.
I mean, that's like
you
cool.
get that as soon as you log in. Like, that's not even like, oh, I've got to rank up. No, you get it the moment you log in. So
Yeah, that seems pretty neat. I like that idea. A machine gun that fires rockets.
yeah, and then you
I
complete
mean,
the
you can
campaign.
ask anybody
You don't
who
okay.
plays Call of Duty with me. I carry rockets.
That's funny. But I know you like submachine guns. Well, because you
Yeah.
got the just because you bought the
Well,
game.
it's not that I like submachine guns. I like that submachine gun.
Well, there's the
And that
one
auto
that
rifle, I like that auto rifle.
well, you're gonna have to find a new favorite auto rifle because
That
and
one's going away. Rude.
no, it's not going away. It's not going away at all.
I'm all rude.
With the game with the actual launch, if you pre-order it, you get the Hive submachine gun. I don't know if it's stasis. I doubt it. I think it's just a kinetic weapon, so it'll be where the auto rifle is in your setup now. But when you kill something with it, first off, it has tracking rounds. So you could fire
Like
from the
heat seeker
hip.
bullets.
Yeah, it has heat seeker and bullets, and when you kill something, they explode. And yeah, essentially, it's a weapon it's been readjusted from something that was in Destiny 1.
Oh,
But
I found it.
but yeah, so that's what you'll get when you complete the campaign, and you'll also get the catalyst. I'll probably already have the damn thing and be like, "Hey, James, let's go do this. Let's go get this for you." So, because you know me, I want you to be able to do like end game stuff, like the Nightfall, and to go get the dungeon and go do all this other stuff. And I'd love to eventually get enough people together and go do a raid with you. I think you would enjoy the raids because
I would. I've been trying to get people to freaking sign on to Elder Scrolls and do dungeons and raids with me there.
if it was June, I'd be able to do it with you. But until June, from my understanding, that's when the crossplay for PlayStation is going to be a thing. It's not currently a thing.
Are they going to do that?
Yeah, from what I understand, from what I was reading, and I don't know if this
exciting.
article's accurate. With the next major expansion coming in June, is when they're adding crossplay for PlayStation and all that stuff. Because right now you can the only crossplay available is Xbox and PC. PlayStation users can't play with Xbox or PC. Well, apparently that's changing come June. Supposedly, again, I'm reading an article that may be outdated or is speculation. It seemed like a legitimate article, though.
I can't read. Like, is that
You're smart ass.
I don't know what reading means. Reading anything is just rough.
Well, no, the problem is, dude, with so much information out there, and again, Elder Scrolls, I don't know a truly, other than IGN, I don't know a definitive place to go for information on it. And some of the information that gets put out there by so-called like game news sites or whatever, unless it usually comes from Game Informer or IGN, I typically just kind of like, it's not an official source. But
so I can tell you the only thing I know about official sources for Elder Scrolls is that drops will become available in a couple of days, if not right now, for people who view and stream or who view the stream of people playing Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I've heard
like
about
Rocket
that.
League had it going on for drops. Elder Scrolls, I believe, start either today or very, very, very soon. But I don't know what the drops are. But yeah, like that's what I like about Twitch and streaming is that different games have drops.
Yeah.
And I believe Destiny one day, if they haven't yet, they're going to.
It's coming with Witch Queen. That was put out to some people, so it's
and
coming.
the drops are just seasonal bonus rewards.
Yeah, well, some of them are with Destiny. It's going to be like upgrade materials or what's the other thing? I don't remember, but Bungie's been working on it for a while because they wanted to support that feature and support people streaming the game, and so it's going to be certain stuff. Like certain people will get special stuff, like hey, you might get a chance at getting a raid exotic or something like that. I'm not saying that's actually a thing. It's just that's what they've put out there.
No, but yeah, I said that's a possibility with say with Rocket League.
Yeah,
you know how Rocket League's part of esports, so there's people like me who stream Rocket League, and then there's people who play on the pro circuit through esports. They actually do professional esports, sponsored, whatever. Well, right now, the drops that are happening is if I'm playing and you're watching my stream, there are 7 drops you can get, and they're just possibility of random decals and or whatever toppers or something for your car. If you watch the Rocket League specific tournaments, it's specific drops for that. And I think Elder Scrolls will probably be like clothing. You know, like you can go into your appearance and change your appearance with one thing, and it's just this get up.
Right now, it
It's
may just
probably
be
gonna
they're
be something
testing
like
the
that.
system out. Eventually, it could grow to be something where you're getting, very specific drops, like Warframe. I'm actually bouncing around in my orbiter in Warframe as we're doing this. Warframe, not everyone is eligible to have drops. That's just how Warframe does it. Like, you have to be partnered with them. But you
Yeah.
can get stuff like mods and
yeah.
stuff like that. Like, you can get actual gear from watching someone stream, but you have to watch for like 30 minutes or whatever. And that's another thing with the drops that has always been a thing is that Twitch makes it mandatory that drops won't even activate for 30 minutes. Like, you have to watch the streamer for 30 minutes. And the reason for that is it helps their view count, but more importantly, it helps their I can't remember the word, but James just went bye-bye. I don't know what happened. Well, that sucks. I'll just keep telling you guys. But the drops are supposed to be beneficial ultimately, and they make it like 30 minutes specifically so you can help the streamer out. That's the idea. If the game developer wants to help the streamers, produce their product, this is an opportunity for them to do that. And part of that deal is it has to be a 30-minute wait. However, there have been some where it's 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. But last I heard on this, it has to be 30 minutes going forward. It used to be real short, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. Now it's got to be at least 30 minutes, or as far as like 2 hours. Like, that's the most you can ask anyone to stay watching someone's stream. And sadly, what's most likely to happen is you'll have people who do what I've done. I've done it for Warframe stuff where you just, boop. And I've got the stream on the side over here, but I'm not actually watching it. Which isn't really fair to the streamer. But I only do that to Warframes, like when Warframe themselves, like when Digital Extremes does their streams talking about it. Because I'll listen to the stream, but I'm not necessarily watching unless they're showing something I want to see or I'm interested in. But for streamers like myself and for Jimmy and other guys and gals out there, the drops can be beneficial, but they can also be extremely detrimental because you've got people in your chat watching you stream because they want these drops.
So my internet went out and everything got lost. I'm actually going to restart my stream real quick.
Okay.
So yeah, just give me 1 second.
That sucks, dude.
Click record. No, yeah, and that's the worst part is that when crap like that happens, there's not really much I can do about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the Zoom right now it's like right in your
the
face.
The Zoom was bad last time, and I haven't scooted back yet. I just want to make sure that everything's back up and going. There we go. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry about that. Both Extreme FTW's page and my own. Apparently, I lost connection. I'm still here. Yeah.
You're still here, dude. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I got some weird error just went across my screen.
Yeah, no. Silly question.
About?
When was the last time?
The drops.
Real quick, hang on. Let's talk about the internet for a second. How often do you reset your modem and router?
Oh, I just did like a couple days ago, but there's so many things running on the circuit.
Yeah.
That sometimes it gets overloaded. Like my phone's on Wi-Fi, Jill's phone's on Wi-Fi, tablets are on Wi-Fi, the other Xbox on Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? There's the TV upstairs which runs off Wi-Fi.
How old's your router?
It's all new.
Okay.
I stay on top of it pretty well because of the aspect of it really does matter with some of the shit like streaming, gaming, and podcasting. So I stayed on top of it. It's I want to say it's the Nighthawk
Well,
four, six,
don't put that information out there. Don't put that
oh,
information out there.
for what I use.
Yeah, don't put that information out there. So it's new. It's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. The reason I asked is because I'm actually going to be
I
getting.
use the Mike's Hard Lemonade modem and router combo. Special juice is 420. I mean,
Jesus Christ, James. But no, because eventually, right now, I'm on. Screw it, I don't care. I'm on Spectrum, and
right.
I like the internet. It's decent, but there's a company. I don't know the name of the company. It goes by initials like TDS or something like that.
It's probably COX.
No, actually, it's not. Not here. We don't have them here. We don't have Cox here. But they're called TDS, whatever, and they offer 2 gig up, 2 gig down speeds. It is fiber optic, the whole 9 yards. We're supposed to get it before the end of this year. Right now, it's slated for sometime in June, and I'm like, dude, I'm getting that internet. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, most of everything in this house is Wi-Fi. And so I'm going to have to get a router that can handle 2 gig up, 2 gig down speeds on a router. And then I found out
putting it out there. Go ahead.
Well, TDS, you can buy the router from them. It's designed for their network. The router and modem. You can get the whole combo. It's not free. You have to pay for it.
No. I personally stay away from the combo builds. Like modem 100%. And router in one. Yeah, I'll go get a modem and then I'll go get a router and I'll link them.
Yeah.
No, but if you look into the Nighthawk, I think they have one that goes up to 5.
Yeah, I've looked into it. It's not something I could afford right now. Probably
it is expensive.
Yeah, I know it is. The main reason why I was gonna go with, and the other thing is because everything's on Wi-Fi in our house, other than my computer, I hardwire that. But puppy.
Let's see, Eddie. How well do you really know me? What's his name again?
Oh fuck, dude, I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I'm losing memories in my old age. All right.
He's small like a mouse. So he's Mickey, like Mickey Mouse.
Ah, okay. Nice. I was gonna say you call him Rat.
Close. Rat King, the Rat King from the Ninja Turtles. Oh, now I want to get a Rat King tattoo. Bastard. I really do though. Now I want no Rat King. Okay. The Rat King. You don't remember the Rat King?
Was that
you got to Google the Rat King for Ninja Turtles?
Was that from the animated show or from the comic?
Yeah,
that's from the animated show.
Both. It was. I'll have
to look into it.
Yeah.
Because I know, dude. Yeah. I have the original. I have the very first comic that was ever put out for the Ninja Turtles by the original creators of it. Do you want me to tell you something? What's that?
I have a electric guitar that's Ninja Turtles, signed by the original Ninja Turtle creator himself. Singular one. Yeah. Before the tandem duo, there was one dude who it was his idea, and he said, "Hey, what do you think?" And this guy's like, "Yeah, here's my drawing. Oh yeah, we can approve it like this." Show. And they actually turned down the show. Japan did. They were like, Japan's the only one that was like, let's give it a shot.
Well, Ninja Turtles originally was a comic book, right? Like before it was a show.
Well, yes and no. Like so there's this whole big thing. Like I'm kind of a fanatic here. This is kind of my jam. Like,
all right, man.
The joke.
Go with it.
The whole thing was, yes, it was, but it was created because the creators wanted it to be a show. And they took it to all these studios and nobody said yes. So then they turned it into a comic and said, let's push it this way, see if we get to go. And then a studio in Japan called them and said, let's do it. Like, we'll make toys, you do your show, you'll do this, you do that. And then they couldn't keep up. The people who were like, based wherever the first toy producer, they wanted to get in on the action that they missed out on because Yeah, there was a big thing, and I got a guitar with a hand drawn like Sharpie pen thing of Raphael, who was actually the first Ninja Turtle created.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, the worst one out of the bunch.
I always liked Raphael as a character. And yes, this episode of the podcast is all over the place again, you guys. This wasn't intentional. I had a plan, and then the stuff I wanted to talk about just seemed irrelevant, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time. And then the stuff that happened yesterday, I was like, you know what? Let's talk about this. But now we're all over the place, and we're probably going to be ending here soon, so don't worry. But I remember as a kid watching the original animated series, the Ninja Turtles. And when the first live action movie came out, I was like, this doesn't seem like the TV show. Of course, you find out later the movie was actually based more on the comic book than it was the show. Like, it was intended to be more gritty and more like real. Like, that's what they wanted for the film. That being said, I love all three of the Ninja Turtle live action movies. The original ones. I like the Michael Bay ones, but those first three were fun and enjoyable. The show, I grew up with that. Right around that same time, shortly off the success of Ninja Turtles, we get freaking Power Rangers. I won't lie. I was an absolute mark for Power Rangers. The original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I watched that motherfucker.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is how you could just show true Ninja Turtle fan, true ninja fan.
Shut up.
No.
No, but like I watched those shows.
I actually hated the Power Rangers. The only Power Ranger that I ended up liking was Jason, the green then or black, then green, then white.
You mean Tommy?
Tommy.
Yeah, Jason David Frank.
Because Jason.
Well, it's
Jason
his real name. Yeah, it's his real name.
Yeah.
Jason David Frank.
Yeah.
Dude, did you know? Again, we're going all over the place. He was an MMA. He was an MMA fighter. He still technically is one. I don't think he's had a fight in a while.
No.
I never saw his
fight. He's a
fight.
trained martial artist.
Oh yeah. He was one of the few.
I think he was the only ones.
Well, no. Walter Jones legitimately was trained in martial arts. Austin St. John. Amy Jo Johnson. No. Tai Tran, who played Trini, she was. David Yost was gymnastics. So the original five, three of them actually were martial artists. Two of them were just gymnasts. And then you brought in Jason David Frank, who was like freaking champion in all these different competitions. It's like,
he was the real Karate Kid.
Yeah. Dude, I always wondered what would have happened if they redid that movie with someone other than Ralph
Macchio.
Yeah. And they technically did. They did it with
I mean, I gotta say, to be fair, I think Cobra Kai got it right. I don't think Ralph Macchio is the real Karate Kid. I think he's the kid who came into the neighborhood and got bullied because he was put out of place. And the real Karate Kid was the guy who was trying to get his girl back. The one that was trying to show his friends, I got your back, don't trip. And, you know, there's this kid who's trying to get between me and my girlfriend.
Have you seen the current season?
Oh, yeah.
I have not.
I've watched them all.
I have
but
not.
I'm not talking about the season, though. I'm talking about
the
Karate Kid movies 1, 2, and 3. The Karate Kid movies 1 and 2 when it was Ralph Macchio, not 3 when it was the girl. But you know,
I like the third one. I'm not gonna lie, I like the third one.
No, so
well, no, there was 3.
Johnny
Ralph
Lawrence
was in 3.
Was he in 3?
There was 3. Yeah, Ralph Macchio was in 3. The next Karate Kid was Hilary Swank.
Yeah, there you go. All right, but anyway, Johnny
I'm
Lawrence.
waiting for her cameo in that show, by the way.
Johnny Lawrence was the real Karate Kid. I think his name was Johnny Lawrence, right?
I don't know. Johnny something.
Johnny. I think it was Johnny Lawrence. But I mean, if you really look at it, when he tells the story in the Cobra Kai episode from YouTube and Netflix or wherever you can find them now,
they're all on Netflix still.
Okay. Well, I remember the Cobra Kai was originally a YouTube TV series, and I couldn't watch it
It
because it wasn't available. And then they moved it over, like Netflix bought the rights, and I couldn't remember if they moved it over or not. But the
no,
first season
so
was YouTube.
the very 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 like I guess you could call it like teaser stuff. That was on YouTube and that was exclusively YouTube TV. I remember
I think
that.
I swear to God, I want to say it was like
No,
the
the
first like 7 episodes, the first
that was
half of season 1.
so those were released of the original Cobra Kai like series, like the first season.
Yeah.
No, those were released in conjunction because the original concept was part originally bought by YouTube, and as part of the deal for Netflix buying it, YouTube got those first couple episodes to put up, but they put them behind a paywall. Where Netflix, it's freaking Netflix, you have to pay for it anyways.
Yeah.
So there
Dude,
you
I
go.
was so mad when they did that. I was so mad when they put it behind the paywall. I was
But
looking forward to it. Oh man!
and you
But
had to
I
buy
watched them
the
all.
episodes. It
I
wasn't like you could
found
buy
them
a
all.
season pass. You had to buy each freaking episode.
Yeah, I found them all, bro. I found them all.
But no, man, I remember growing up in that era when karate and ninjas and everything was everywhere. It was in every form of like kids show at that point. It was all in almost every movie. Freaking, they had Mel Gibson throwing kicks in Lethal Weapon, for Christ's sakes. I'm surprised they didn't get Bruce Willis to start throwing kicks and stuff. That would have been hilarious, I think. But
Oh man, haven't you ever seen Die Hard? He threw enough in that movie.
oh man, and did you hear that they are doing a 5th Lethal Weapon?
Oh my God, I'm getting too
It's-
old for this stuff.
Yeah, it's coming out later this year.
Come on, if you're a Lethal Weapon fan, you get the reference.
Oh yeah. I was telling Kim, my girlfriend, I want to go see it when it comes out, and she's like, "Okay, have fun." And I'm like, "You don't want to go watch it with me?"
rude.
And she's like, "Baby, I don't want to go to the theater for anything." Jump ahead now.
Rude.
Hang on. Spider-Man comes out, and she's like, I don't think I'd mind going to the movies now as long as this is how it is. So
With how little people are there and stuff.
yeah, it makes it a little more enjoyable, but it does suck for movies like Doctor Strange. There's going to be some big moment in that film, and without seeing it or seeing it with a large audience, you feel more in the moment and you get to enjoy it.
I don't agree.
I like
9 out of 10 times. Okay, so check this out. You'll appreciate this now that we're talking about large crowds. I went to go see the new Tom Cruise movie at the time, and I ended up walking into the wrong theater, and this theater was so full of people. I was like, why is there so many people in this movie? I mean, I knew it would be a big movie, but Les Mis was the movie that just came out, and that one was way bigger. Well, guess what theater I went into? Les Mis. The only reason why I went to the theater that day is because my wife wanted to go see Les Mis with her sister and her mom.
and this was
and I think
pre-COVID.
her brother.
This is pre-COVID.
Yeah. It's pre-COVID. But there's 4 people and then my wife in one theater. And then like I said, I went to go see a different movie. I walk in and I'm like, fuck, it's like really full in here. And then more people come. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of people here for this movie. I wonder if they're all like me and they're taking the way out away from their spouses so they can go see Les Mis, because it's a musical that the Wolverine sang in. Who wants to see Hugh Jackman sing?
And you sat
Right?
through the whole fucking thing, did you?
Dude, so as I'm sitting there, I'm like, this trailer is really long, but that's a rad pirate ship. This is a really cool like scene right now. And it was the beginning to Les Mis, and they're like pulling the ship into dry dock, And
I've
I'm
never
like,
seen it. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen it.
but no. But
Kim's
you know
been
what
on me
dry
about
dock is,
that.
right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You dry dock, or you take a ship.
Yeah,
and pull it
no,
in so you can
I
do
know
the
what it
work
is,
on
dude.
So they're pulling it in to dry dock it, and I'm like, shit, I think I'm in the wrong movie. I honestly could have been ripped out of my mind that day, but I was like, I watched the whole movie thinking, where's Tom Cruise?
That's hilarious, dude. I'm surprised when you didn't see Wolverine on the screen. You're like, oh.
No, it was like maybe 20 minutes into the movie, and then I was like, shit, I'm in the wrong movie theater.
I could see your wife getting like, you
No,
bastard.
she wasn't even mad. She was like, wait a minute. Because I told her what happened. She's like, wait a minute. You mean you just spent the last 3 hours at the same time as me, watching the same movie as me, 400 feet away from me? Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to go see it without you. What?
Good God. I would have been, dude. If I heard that conversation, I'd have been dying laughing because I'd have been like, dude, how baked are you right now?
Right?
Oh God, that's funny as hell, dude. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna call it here for this week. Kind of shorter than we've been doing, but it's late. You want to go eat, and I gotta go finish dinner. So, thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Again, all over the place. It really wasn't intentional this time. I promise. Next week will definitely be better. I've got some stuff I want to talk about. We'll talk about it, Jimmy. But thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you guys next time. Until then, adios.
See ya.